welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video. So today is a very exciting day because I'm going to be doing a foundation review on the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. Now it has taken Maybelline a minute to launch this foundation in South Africa. Now if you guys watch overseas videos and stuff like that, you may have seen that they have theirs in like a glass bottle. But we have ours in a plasticky squeezy tube, which I'm not really mad about because it's more hygienic and sanitary this way. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into this review. So first and foremost, I have the shade 332, which looks like this. It's the shade Golden Caramel, and when I went in store, I did see that they have a pretty good range or pretty good color selection. Like they have really light tones, and they have really good medium tones and really dark tones as well. I feel like there are a few shades here and there that are missing, but for the most part I think that they did bring in quite a few good shade ranges, which is amazing. Now this foundation retails for about, I think it's about 92 rand, 95 or something like that, so round it off to 93 rand, which is under 100 rand, guys. This foundation is under 100 rand. Okay, Maybelline, come through, Maybelline. So from what is on the packaging, it says that it's a liquid foundation for normal to oily skin. You guys know I have oily skin. And it says it mattifies and refines pores, and it has a natural seamless finish. So we're going to see how this foundation performs. I have not opened it yet, so this is going to be my first impressions and review. It comes with like a foil seal right there, which is really nice because you can tell if it's been opened before, you know. So I zoomed you guys in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now I don't have my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser with me, so I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base Primer, and I'm just going to be priming one half of my face. And as always, I'm going to be using a brush on the one side of my face and a sponge on the other side of my face. Okay, firstly, this is extremely liquidy. Okay, so taking a sponge on the right side of my face, I'm just going to be blending this in. This is my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. So right off the bat, this is extremely full coverage, guys, and it's a little bit light for me. So it looks a lot more olivey than yellow, which I'm not really mad about. It kind of reminds me of the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation with regards to the olivey kind of tones, but let's move on to the other side of the face and apply it with a brush. Okay, so I don't know whether you guys are going to be able to tell on camera, but I feel like the side that I used a sponge on like mattifies quicker than the side that I used a brush on. They both sides do achieve the same amount of coverage. It's just a smidge more of coverage on the brush side, but regardless, I think the coverage is pretty good. I would have preferred a shade that is just a little bit more darker, but literally the only shades that there was is this one, which is 332, and the shade 350, which is way too dark for me. So ideally I would have preferred maybe a 335 if there even is that kind of shade, but I think I could get away with this shade of foundation, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish my makeup on camera so you guys can see what I'm using. The first product I'm gonna be using is my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Peach. And one thing I will note about this concealer, if you guys are interested, is that it is a little bit on the thick side, but it is very full coverage, guys. This concealer is amazing. So this is pretty much what the foundation looks like after I've put on some concealer, bronzer and highlight. I'm gonna finish off the rest of my makeup off of camera and I'll be right back. Hey everyone, so I am in different lighting right now just so that you guys can see how this foundation looks in proper natural lighting. So my final thoughts on this foundation is, like, in the center of my face it is keeping me fairly matte. But I do notice like this foundation has a demi matte finish, so it's not completely like matte. And I really like the way it's sitting on the skin. It's not settling into any pores, it's not emphasizing the pores, which is why it's probably called matte and poreless. I am getting just a little bit shiny around my nose area, but like I have excessively oily skin, guys. Like this is just for normal to oily skin, but I have excessively oily skin, so low-key I'm not expecting this foundation to last around my nose area because my nose is just a frying pan. And so far the foundation looks pretty good. I will say that it's sticking ever so slightly to the dry patches on the areas that I've recently had breakouts on, but the coverage is insane. It looks absolutely amazing, super stunning. And overall I'm loving the way like my concealer and every other product that I put on top is sitting on the foundation. It's not cakey, anything of that sort. It's really nice and smooth in this area, which I really love. Actually my whole forehead is nice and smooth, which I love. So yeah, other than this foundation being not my perfect shade, I would have preferred a shade just a little bit darker. I mean, I can still get away with this foundation, but I would have preferred a shade a little bit darker and a little bit more on the olive, a little less on the olive side and more on the yellowy undertone side. But other than the fact that the foundation range is a bit limited and that it sticks ever so slightly to dry patches, I don't see anything else wrong with this foundation, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, like my video, share with all of your friends. Don't forget to slay all day every day with and without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.